Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. Five-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spun them in the offensive backfield.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Play action. Ryan. He'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 45-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 45. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Falcons nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time, they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 26-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
His kick.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start 2 this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this will be incomplete.
Lions pass incomplete. Intended for Keith Smith. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Falcons 7.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Hurst. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Again, Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod. And now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
The Bears first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. McSorley from the shotgun. Open man is Taylor. He's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking deep for Julio. And that one almost intercepted. A 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago. Cairo Santos.
From 10 yards out, and the Bears have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The open man is Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Off play action. Ryan. And completes it to Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
That is caught at the 7. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing again. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right, and he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
It's a gain of
nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
That's caught by Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Ryan. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and...
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to put a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, but he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
1st and goal, Chicago.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bears 31, Falcons 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Playing pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Looking downfield, he's got him in, complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, an even 90 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
The Bears 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Chicago.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 39-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it and get it and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. There's that man again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.